Okay, so
Is this where
inside
like
this,
is there like a boss level or anything?
no, there's named characters that you run into all the time as like there's various mini bosses.
Hmm.
They're all over the place.
Like
And
Natasha the cat?
like Natasha and
Is she
Ijib.
boss-ish?
Yeah. There's just like lots and lots of mini bosses, no like one boss. Oh, there's a couple of real. No, they're still all mini bosses. There's one level that has a royal jelly in it, and that thing is almost like a boss, but they're all mini bosses. Even when you get to the bottom, it's just so many like high-powered bad guys. It's not like Zot is down there waiting for you to fight in the final battle. But this is the ecumenical temple, which is where a lot of the different gods hang out. So now we can choose from amongst almost all of them.
Whoa.
So now we're going to do some reading for a little while. Well, let me
This
think
is
about which one I think would be cool that you might like. Let's look at Zin. I think this is a good god. Zin is the god of discipline. Followers must remain pure of body and soul. Refrain from dark magic and chaotic acts. Oh, that doesn't... Okay, they must also tithe a fraction of all gold gained, preferably following by donations of more. In exchange, worshippers may invoke Zin's wrath upon sinners and eventually gain various divine protections. Zin's followers can convert to Evilian or Shining One without losing piety. That's kind of irrelevant, but... So Zin does a bunch of protections and stuff for us if we give him money.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Sounds
seem that
expensive.
interesting. Yeah. I like this one. Oh wait. We're a troll, right? We might like Viamit. Viamit is a god of destructive powers. That sounds good. Followers will gain divine assistance in commanding the hermetic arts and the most favored stand to gain access to some fearsome spells in his library. One's devotion to Viamit can be proven by causing as much carnage and destruction as possible. That sounds like us.
Yeah.
And he gives us more spells and aids in our destructive spells, so that could be good. This guy might be good. McCleb. It's similar. McCleb the Destroyer is a fearsome deity of bloodshed and mortification of the flesh. Followers are expected to cleanse others by inflicting suffering and death upon them. Dedicated followers may also access the raw energies of Hellspawn servants of chaos, so they may better break the impure world of its false laws and their evil god's glory. So we can summon servants of McCleb to be on our team, and we can hurl destruction. And we gain health. This sounds pretty cool, right?
That sounds like some real action. Do we need kind of like a super powerful and vengeful god to make up for the fact that we're just like
yeah. Okay, but here's another option. This is a good one.
A digger troll.
Hepliaquana. I know how to pronounce this one. Hepliaquana. Hepliaquana the Forgotten accepts the worship of those who would remember their forebears and fight alongside the greatest of them all. Acolytes of Hepliaquana sacrifice a small part of their life essence to manifest their ancestor into the world. As they explore and form new experiences, they will find themselves able to shape and control their ancestors' memory, eventually bringing them into the ranks of the mythical hero. So you basically get this ancestor who joins you, get a little buddy that follows you around and joins you. And as you become more pious, the buddy becomes stronger. And so we could choose another warrior mage or a warrior if we wanted to keep people away from us or something. And we could just have this guy with us. So that's kind of powerful to have a second dude just sort of hanging out. We can't control him, but he's pretty cool. One more. I want to look at...
Like he's on our side.
He's on our side. He's our teammate. He'll be basically walking around with us as teammate. Ashen'Zari. I don't think we like this one. While it seems inconceivable that Define could be shackled, Ashen'Zari, just that, bound to the sky for eternity, the unbudging god is all-knowing, all-seeing. Devoted worshippers are allowed to grasp shreds of the knowledge and foresight, but be warned, to Ashen'Zari, power and blessing are a curse, and all things are the same. So, he'll show you things, he'll reveal the dungeon ahead of time, and you'll be protected in certain cases. But I get to see the structure of the dungeon before we get to it.
Huh.
And then lastly, Ru. This one's pretty interesting. Of all the gods, only Ru opposed creation. Not as folly, but as distraction. Initiates of Ru can open channels to the powers underlying the visible world by renouncing the fetters that bind them there. These sacrifices are not made to Ru, but rather given up freely and permanently. Having made such sacrifices, initiates will become able to draw upon this immense power to aid themselves, eventually gaining the ability to unleash its destructive might against their foes. So basically what you do is, Ru will offer you 3 sacrifices that you can make, and it could be an eye, it could be a hand, it could be the ability to wear armor, it could be the ability to cast fire magic, anything. And you choose one of them, and when you sacrifice that thing, you can't do it anymore, and then he gives you different powers in exchange that are pretty sweet. And eventually you become very, very powerful. So I think we should go with either Ru, which would be potentially very interesting, or Macleb, or Hepleoquana.
Macleb is going to be more of like the, destructive, like,
yeah.
I'm going to, yeah. That's interesting. There's got to be something that we can sacrifice in order to be stronger elsewhere, right?
That's what I'm saying. So there's already things we've kind of already sacrificed, so it's maybe we might have some good sacrifice stuff from Ru.
All right, and seeing that this is premiere week for Drag Race, let's go with Ru.
Okay, let's go with Ru. That's a good point.
Also, RuPaul and I share a birthday. I don't know.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Your birthday's in February.
My birthday's in November.
November, just like mine.
We're all, yeah.
I'm going to edit that
part
out.
of the November clan.
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was February because all the rest of my family's in February, and I was like, it's right nearby something related to me, but it was me. Not.
It's you.
Okay, so we're followers of Ru now. Ru welcomes us. So now we're going to get out of here.
Sweet.
That was perfect. Perfect timing. We've found Ru, and we've lived this long. Okay, let's do number 6 on our list. What time is it? 9:55.
What a beautiful temple that was.
It was very pretty, right? It was
like, yeah.
Just, it was very calming too. There were no bad guys in there, so that was nice.
Like all those like emerald blocks.
Yeah. I'm hopeful that we can play just long enough to have Ru offer us our first sacrifice, and then we can be done. But now I'm just walking around using this trident to kill things.
And then you can pick this back up at any point, right?
Yeah. If we die, we can't pick it back up. We have to start over. But if we can exit, we can come back whenever. Actually, we did that earlier. Okay.
All right.
Number
so you
6.
Want our 6th best player,
our 6th
or
most important player.
Marcus Sasser.
Okay. I'm tempted to put Sasser at 5. But now that you've mentioned how
Over
young
Stewart?
Isaiah Stewart is, I can't do that anymore. I thought he was older, so now I'm going Stewart 5.
Yeah.
Sasser, give me some more stuff. He's shooting threes very well, and that's really important.
Sasser's a little spark plug. Yeah, he shoots threes really well. He is, he's like, put the ball in my hands and I'm going to make something happen.
He's great 6-man of the year material.
Yeah, not so much like a pass first guard at all. He can be a pest on defense. Like, there's just stuff that I really like about him. I don't know why he hasn't been playing either. But I expect
Monty
to see him a little bit more.
on playing like 12 guys, even on an 11-man roster.
Yeah, there was a moment early in the season, even like we won a couple games, and then even early in the losing streak where there was still stuff to be kind of excited about.
Yes,
with how good Asar was looking,
absolutely,
and how good Marcus Sasser was looking. Where I was like, did we somehow draft 2 top 5 guys?
Yeah, exactly.
In this draft class, where like
I thought that too.
I don't know that I'm completely off of that. Like I'm off of that with Sasser at the moment because I think some other rookies have really developed. But I like Marcus Sasser. But now this is where the problem is. Like, we get down to that's like our sixth best or most valuable player. I haven't mentioned any of the, like I haven't mentioned Boyan, even though Boyan is like, one of our three best players.
Right.
I don't see him as a valuable player because like he came back from injury and it didn't do anything. It
Right.
didn't move the needle at all.
I could totally agree.
Plus he's 34. He doesn't, like he doesn't do a lot of stuff on defense. Like he's just not the guy that we need on our team to be a piece that like gets us to the next level and whatever that next level might be, which is, I was thinking that it was going to be like competing for a play-in.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that's what we were going to be doing this year.
Yeah.
I did not expect tons of wins. I just wanted to be participating in something.
Yeah. So even though like Boyan, Alec Burks, like they're getting minutes over Sasser because like they are a little more valuable to us right now in terms of like just the hope that we can be competitive in these games. I don't see them as like as important as Marcus Sasser because I think that they're a little more replaceable. I think Sasser can develop to be like, I don't know, like I just had some high hopes for him to be that sort of like,
spark plug energy,
Jamal Crawford-ish, like, he's not going to pass the ball, but he's going to do something cool. Like, just give him a chance.
I like it.
Yeah. So you get this deep into the roster. I mean, this is sort of like where I was, thinking that this would be a little bit of like a like a therapy session or event session or whatever, like about this roster. The ways to improve it are, hope that like you get some sort of like mid-tier free agents that would agree. You may have to overpay a little bit, but that's okay because a lot of our guys are on rookie contracts right now. We've got, I don't know if we're like second or third in cap space, this summer. So there's a little bit of financial flexibility. But if we're going to do it via trade, you can't just like get amazing players and not give up anything. So
that's right.
We have
guys that we can give up though. That's the thing is Bogdan, Burks.
Mm-hmm. But we have to think about the other side, right? Like if we think about the other side, like what? Okay, pie in the sky. We get Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine
that
has,
doesn't help us.
Like they've had.
Go on.
I mean, he can. I think he would, but the Bulls and Zach LaVine have like mutually agreed that they want to explore a future where Zach LaVine is not a Bull.
Right.
So if we like, that's a better player than we'll ever get in free agency by a lot.
Yeah.
So in order to get him, what do we have to give up? That's the question. There's no way we just say, hey, take
our
Boyan,
6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th best players.
Yeah, take Boyan and Killian Hayes and like a pick swap.
No, but here's the thing is, when do you start to say that the future version of our draft pick is better to give away than the 4 core that we have?
The issue with trading a draft pick right now is that we already owe a draft pick. We owe a first rounder to somebody.
I see. I thought we had.
I forget if it was like the Knicks or Portland. But we owe somebody a pick, so we can't trade a first round pick because you can't trade back-to-back first round picks.
Right.
So what do you do?
Okay, I don't know. Oh my God, so many turnovers.
Get one back, or they.
Right. So it would have to be a very late one in order for it to be worth it to them. And the Bulls aren't going to have a late one. Yeah.
So I'm not sure that we're in the position. That's like where I was hoping that there would be some flexibility with this team. Like, okay, we're bad, but there's money to be spent.
It's the cap space that's going to be.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get like a high draft pick. I mean, obviously, like we're in position right now to have the, like the best odds at a number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Though we were last year too,
yes,
and
we were.
Ended up at 5. This draft class is worst.
That's the worst. Oh yeah, this draft class is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
We should get some sort of something for getting going from 1 to 5 like last year, but
Yeah, a little. I mean, it would be nice if there was a rule in place that said that can't happen twice in a row.
yeah,
But
something like that. Yeah, yeah.
you also don't want to incentivize teams to be
Right.
the worst
It's
team
all
2 years in
the
a row.
reason it's possible is because it's incentivized against you. Yeah. So
It's supposed to incentivize us in the opposite direction. Like
Okay.
we're supposed to never want to be in that position.
this bear is kicking our ass, so we might die here.
Oh no,
Um,
it's severely wounded, but it's
it's also berserking. You can see this little berserk face next to it. You see this? It's really cool. It's got this angry face.
oh my goodness.
So it's hitting for more, but we're hitting it for more. But if we don't get it, we're gonna be done. But it's also almost time to be done anyway. It's 10 o'clock.
I went to Alaska last year, and I was so afraid of
See?
doing going on a hike and running into a bear. It didn't happen.
This is it. This is it. We
yeah.
run into a bear here, and it's gonna
I
kill
know.
us.
This is like all my fears
So you didn't.
coming to fruition.
Thank goodness you didn't run into a bear.
I didn't. We
There.
did run into like a family of moose. It was all the
That's so cool.
Yeah, two. It would have been had some woman that like came up from the other side, like not warned us and said, "Hey, you might not want to go in that direction. There's like a bunch of baby moose and we don't know where their mama is, and you don't want to get between them." So we're like, okay, gotta go a different direction. But like the bear thing, I remember going to I forget where I was, if it was like Homer or Seward, like one of those kind of like smaller towns. Like that was the beauty of being in Alaska, was not being in Anchorage, but being in like all these other little towns around it. And I remember going to a hardware store and buying bear spray, thinking like, "Oh, I'm gonna go on a hike. Like I might as well." Like everyone says, have bear spray with you. And
That's so cool.
like when I went up, like the cashier is like this like big kind of burly dude, and like with no like hint of humor or irony in his voice whatsoever, he was like, "Be careful out there." As I'm buying bear spray
all the time.
And I'm like, okay, now I'm actually afraid.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he was so serious. But I'm like, is he just fucking with me, or is he that serious about
I bet it's just nothing to him, because so many people have to buy bear spray. And she's like, yeah, be careful out there. No big deal. Same shit, different day.
Yeah. Well, this thing is a little unsettling because
yes, here we go. This is what would have happened to you. Except we're gonna win. We're gonna win this fight. I don't think there's a way out of this other than just fight him. So I'm gonna fight him. Ready? Here it goes. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh god, that was awful. He clawed us bad. So let's see. It happened really fast. Oh, he's going so fast. I don't think we have anything we can do.
Can we see his health?
Not exactly.
Oh no. We're out of magic?
Sorry. We don't have any magic. I don't have any of my potions identified. And I honestly think the best thing to do is hit him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been warned about this. Like in real life, you're supposed to like get big,
get
loud,
right? And we're a troll.
Get big, get loud. Yeah, it's really hard to get big when you're a troll.
We didn't get the chance for Rue to come to our rescue.
Yeah, fight with all your might.
Fight with all our might. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, we hit it. Wait, our weapon exudes an aura of protection. The black bear is almost dead. It claws us and does no damage. Yeah, where's our god to let us sacrifice something? Come on, Rue. Come to our defense. Here it comes. Here's the next shot. Oh my god, we're down to 2 health.
This isn't looking good.
This is not looking good. It's either us or him. Here we go. One more. 1, 2, 3. Ah, that's it. We died, Fabian. We died.
Oh, no.
The bear killed us.
Well,
Fred Flintstone, the digger.
We put up more of a fight than the Pistons have this
We
season,
sure did.
so...
We put up a good fight.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We really tried.
How did we go from up 8 to up 2 in like a blink of an eye going into the half?
Yeah, it was a rough end of the half there. Not good.
That is frustrating.
And now they're interviewing Jaden Ivey, and he looks pissed. So,
like, what
classic.
happened?
Third quarter is also just a complete disaster for this team. So,
yeah, that also doesn't make sense to me because like our first quarters are sometimes okay,
Yes, I agree. Often okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I was able to finally pull it. I don't know why I couldn't see it before, but in that Houston game, they outscored us in the third quarter 47-25.
That's too many points. 47 and a
47
quarter.
47 in one quarter.
That's like
That's bonkers.
on pace for like 190.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's our time for tonight, everybody. Fabian, say goodbye to the internet.
Bye, internet. This was really fun, Travis. Thanks for having me on your show. I definitely have some, like, if you start cycling through repeat guests.
We have more
I'd love to
topics
come
now.
back.
Now that you know.
I'd love to come back. Yeah.
I'd love to have you back. All right, talk to you later.
All right. Bye.